for today's 20-over match. The captains have made their way out to the middle and are about to toss the coin. Looks like they're going to have a bowl.
I'll have to wait and see if that was the right decision.
Well, we've been looking forward to this match for a while, and it looks like we're about to get underway. What a beautiful stroke. That's just the kind of shot that makes the fielding captain want to tear his hair out. Very unlucky. That was a very confident shot. Beautiful placement, 4 all the way.
Oh, a super shot. That was 4 runs as soon as he hit it.
A beautifully timed shot for 4.
Beautiful stroke. That shot will give you an idea of just how fast his outfield is.
He's found the gap.
The crowd really enjoyed that one. Batsman coming back for 2. Batsman coming back for a second. Well, that's a cracking shot. Beautiful time. He watched that onto the back perfectly.
And a cracking shot. That one he looks in fantastic form.
That's one more onto the score. No run. Edged. Out. No, he's dropped it. That's a sensational shot. That's a big hit. It's 6.
But he hit in the middle. That's 6 glorious runs.
He's really punishing any stray deliveries today. Beautifully timed. He looks in fine form.
Well, you really can't give this player that.
No ball.
He's having some problems with his run-up out there. Certainly not hanging around. Beautifully played. He's got hold of that.
On a pitch like this, I feel for the bowlers, there really is no margin for error.
He hit that with great power.
No ball.
No ball. That'll be another free hit for the batsman. That was
No ball.
no ball. The fielder hardly had a chance to move.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
Well, that's wonderfully timed.
Wonderful shot. He's hit that way into the middle of next week.
That's in the air, and 6 glorious runs. The fielder hardly had a chance to move.
No ball.
No ball. A free hit. Right out of the top drawer. I can just imagine what's going through the bowler's head right now, and he won't be a happy man.
batsmen are coming back for a second.
And from another angle, he's scoring at a prolific rate at the moment. Well, the bowler will be glad that's over. It's a huge hit. Four.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
They're certainly not hanging around.
He's put it down. Hooking the ball can be a very risky business, Tony. How important is it to be able to play the shot well?
Playing the hook shot is an interesting one. It could be described as risky, but it can also be described as one of the most pleasing shots of all, if executed well. There's nothing nicer than to hook a fast bowler for four, especially if you manage to get the shot right. But I think that you should try to play the hook and pull shot, because if you perfect it, there are plenty of runs to be made in that area. In fact, on your view of how you're going, you're then going to make the stance in respect of how you're going to select the shots. And if you don't feel confident with the hook, then don't play. He picked his spot well there.
Smashed for four. Got him! That's an important breakthrough.
His timing was perfect right from the start of the innings. An absolute joy to watch.
Let's take another look at that in replay. Right-hander and... What a beautiful stroke.
Well, the bowler won't like that too much.
And another four. That was a really classy shot. Very well played. Once it's past the field on this outfield, it's a certain four.
Absolutely effortless. He hardly...
Lovely shot.
Oh, that's a wonderful shot. He looks in great shape out there.
And another four. Splendid stroke. Beautifully played. That was 4 runs as soon as he hit it.
Great shot. That'll give him some confidence.
That was a confident shot. Another single onto the total. Beautiful timing. He looks very pleased. Quite right to.
He's batted well, but needs to keep his head down and take full advantage.
Let's look at that again. Nice shot.
That was a fine shot for four.
Yes, can't fault the placement there. 4 runs. That was a really classy shot. Well, the bowlers are taking a bit of stick out there. He's mistimed that, it's run away off the edge.
2. And he's got away with it. He's got the edge. He's cleared the infield with that one.
They had 4 runs written all over it from the moment it left his bat.
That was a very batsmen are looking for 2.
And he needs to also have the qualities of a star middle order player. In other words, he needs to have a full range of all the shots. That's in the ideal world. So a combination, I think, of defence and good aggressive all-round shots once he gets going. It is a very important position.
This will be his last over. It's gone down. It really wasn't that difficult. You've got to feel so sorry for the bowlers in these circumstances. They're in disarray.
Batsman coming back for a second.
That's a good shout.
That's a terrible ball. He left his ball high and dry.
Let's have a look at that again.
Real found the gap there, and that races away for 4.
Well, Barley that he really couldn't afford to bowl it there.
That was a confidence shot.
Really quick scoring here. Another over gone.
For he to start a new over.
Batsmen are looking for 2. That's another single there. Exquisite shot.
The ball really races over this outfield.
Oh, lovely timing. He played that beautifully.
He really looks in good nick today.
That wasn't too bad a ball, really. It was just a super shot.
This over's proving to be quite expensive. He's got the edge. Got him! Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
Well caught. He didn't really look like missing that one at all.
Let's have a look at the action replay. the bowlers are taking a bit of stick out there.
Leg spinner to start a new over. Let's have a look at that from another angle.
Mix up here.
You can't afford to bowl it in there.
Wonderful shot. He really punished the bowler there.
The width of that delivery allowed him to knock it for four. He's got the edge. That'll be four more.
On a pitch like this, I feel for the bowlers, there really is no margin for error.
He hits that square drive with real power.
That was superb placement.
That was a fine shot for four.
Batsmen are looking for two. Well, what's the umpire?
The ball just runs out into the covers.
Well, the bowler won't like that too much.
That's in the air, but 4 runs. That clattered into the hoardings. Oh, he's dropped it. Solid. Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
A slight fumble, but safely pounced.
Let's have a look at that again. Batsmen are looking for two. Chance goes down. That's a stroke of luck for the batsman. Batsmen are coming back for two.
He's hit that well. He's played that beautifully once more.
Well, that's what you should expect if you bowl like that on this pitch.
He used the pace of the outfield perfectly.
Batsmen are looking for two. No runs off that delivery.
That's a huge six.
He plays that shot really well and brings in a lot of runs.
He hit that with great power. Edged. Big appeal. Got him.
He was yards out there. That was a terrible run to take.
Let's look at that again. That brings the innings to a close. He's getting a polite round of applause as he makes his way to the pavilion.
Over the chase, so they're going to have to score quickly from the word go.
The fast bowler.
He might not have been quite to the pitch, but continued with the shot anyway and hit it miles.
The crowd really enjoyed that one. What a superb shot.
He's found the gap.
Once he beats the fielder on this outfield, it races away. Batsman coming back for a second.
No ball.
That shot brought the crowd to their feet.
You need to be fit to bowl, so you need to be quite agile. So there's obviously a program of fitness that can be very useful for that. It's just as important to try and develop the mental strength required to overcome some of the hurdles that you're going to be confronted with at the highest level of cricket. There are plenty of those, believe me. They range from the ability to keep going, and that's a mental thing.
Brilliant timing.
Well, the bowler won't like that too much.
He used his feet superbly there. Placed that superbly. Amazing fielding. No run there. Immaculate timing.
That was a fine shot for four.
Once it's past the fielder on this outfield, it's a certain four. Brilliant timing.
A big slog and 6.
That was a brutal shot.
The crowd really enjoyed that one. One more to the extras column. That's nicely played.
He plays that shot really well and it brings in a lot of runs.
He took the aerial route, but it paid off. Well, that's a cracking shot.
Oh, super shot. That was 4 runs as soon as he hit it.
Got him!
That went straight down the fielder's throat. The batsman will be kicking himself.
And from another angle. Real concentration. Great stroke play. Timed that to perfection.
Well, the bowler won't like that too much.
Well, he's playing to the crowd now.
He plays that shot really well and it brings in a lot of runs.
The new man in can't afford any lapses in concentration here. Let's have a look at that from another angle.
No ball.
No ball. So the umpire signalling free hit, and so the batsman can be out. Run out off this ball. That's wonderfully timed.
That was a fine shot for...
Good placement. That'll really want the fielding captain. Batsmen are coming back for two. Big appeal. A much trouble here. Batsmen are coming back for a second. Big appeal. There's the signal. He's safe. Beautiful time.
Too many more deliveries like that and the captain might have to take him off.
That's raced away to the boundary.
Oh, super shot. That was 4 runs as soon as he...
That was excellent footwork.
Right out of the top drawer. I can just imagine what's going through the bowler's head right now, and he wouldn't be a happy man.
He hardly seemed to hit it. It had sailed over the ropes. Beautifully timed. That might clear the rope. It has.
Well, what can I say? He looks in top form today.
Four.
They had 4 runs written all over it from the moment it left his bat.
That was a very confident shot. Beautiful timing. He found the gap with precision.
Great shot. That'll give him some confidence.
Got him! Let's have a look at that again. New batsman in. Top quality shot. That's 4 more.
Well, he was a bit fortunate there. It was a bit uppish, but...
Tremendous shot. 6.
Well, the bowler won't like that too much.
He hit that with great power. Well, that's a cracking shot. Beautiful time. Once it's past the field on this outfield, it's a certain fall.
He plays that shot really well and it brings in a lot of runs.
have a look at that again. The new man in can't afford any lapses in concentration here. Great stroke play.
That's in the air, and it's cleared the rope.
That's confidence for you. He must really fancy his chances.
Well, that's a cracking shot. Beautiful time.
Well, he read the middle. That's six glorious runs.
The bowler looks most unimpressed with that. That was a confident shot. Batsmen are looking for two. That takes him into double figures.
That's a huge six.
He's really treating this bowling with absolute contempt.
That's 2 sixes off the over now. They're appealing. Let's take another look at that in replay.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion or with Hawkeye over and over, but in the middle, they only get one shot at it at full speed.
There's the signal. He's safe. That's the end of the 15th over.
In England is different to that which is adopted in Australia. In England, county cricket forms the backbone of the first-class game. As a result of that,
He's gone for the slog, and 6.
that was a cracking shot. He really got into position beautifully there.
The crowd really enjoyed that one.
The ball just runs out into the cup.
There's a fielder underneath it.
Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
Well held by the fielder. That took a long time to come down.
Let's have a look at that again. Absolute concentration required from the new man in. No runs off that delivery.
He's got the edge.
Top quality shot. That easily cleared the boundary.
Well, I reckon that's demoralising for the bowler, but he needs to bounce back quickly.
That was 6 as soon as he struck it.
Oh, that's gone a long way.
He picked his spot well there.
He took the aerial route, but it paid off.
Batsman come back for a second.
Confident appeal.
And from another angle.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion.
There's a signal. He's safe. Oh, great shot. That was a cracking pull shot.
He plays that shot really well and it brings in a lot of runs.
That nearly joined us in the commentary box.
Smashing shot, really magnificent. I'd pay money just to come and see that again.
Certainly not.
No run there. The ball just runs out into the covers. 7 runs scored from the over.
Edge to slip. Caught.
Let's have a look at that from another angle. I'm sure the new batsman will look to play himself in.
They're having a shout. That's another one gone.
The batsman really had no answer to that ball.
That was a vital wicket as now the tail is exposed.
Let's look at that again. Real concentration required from the new batsman here.
That's gone high in the air. And the fielder underneath it.
Yet again, the batsman fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
The batsman really skied that one. It took ages to come down.
And from another angle.
It's all over. The winning team have done well here today. They came out looking to win this match, and that's just what they've done.